Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. These are going to be total full moon, lunar eclipse, and Sagittarius messages for my dearest Scorpios. That's a mouthful. It's happening on May 26th, so the day that I'm doing this reading. And Sagittarius revolves around communication and knowledge. So this eclipse will be transforming your mindset. So check where you have Sagittarius in your birth chart, and this will be where you are impacted the most. A lunar eclipse is like a full moon that packs more punch. You will be asked to release any outdated belief systems or unrealistic ideals standing in your way of your growth and expansion. Eclipses mark a turning point for us as individuals. Anything released during an eclipse will be permanent. The eclipse is a release cycle that pushes up old wounds and emotions around where you were limited or told to settle for less, or where you may have accepted that love, happiness, and your dreams just wouldn't happen. This is a time to release any false information and projections that may have been imprinted on you. Now, Scorpios, this is also a relatively heightened time of emotion for the collective, so try not to act impulsively and be very wary of any sort of conflict or confrontation. Things may be unclear for the next couple of weeks, but we will be getting clarity, coming towards the middle of July. Also, for those of you who work with crystals, it is not advised to put them out under lunar eclipse energy. All right, so Scorpios, let's go ahead and jump into this. My, oh my, I love my Scorpios out there. And I love tapping into Scorpio energy. Oof, we've got the Two of Wands. So you guys are thinking about expanding. You're thinking about growth. You're thinking about what is it that you really, truly want. Some of you might be feeling walled in by your choices or your success at this point in time. Some of you guys are really ready to travel. You're really ready to grow and expand. Ooh, Eight of Pentacles. So it might have something to do with work. You're looking at all the details there. Because you know what, Scorpios? You know that there's something better coming its way. Not to say that what you're doing, if you're in a relationship or something like that, that there's something better out there. But for those of you who are feeling a little bit discontent or you feel like there's something more, you have to trust that niggle. Trust that little voice inside that's saying, you know what? It's time to go, or it's time to move, or it's time to start. It's time to start that project. The Page of Pentacles tells me some of you guys, you might not feel quite ready, like you need to do more research. That's okay. We have a big retrograde season upon us, so it's important that you look at all the details. Don't make any, take informed risks if necessary, but really it's not a time of action and really heavy decision making. It's a time of sort of review. All right, and building yourself up. Some of you guys, you just need to, prepare for what's coming next, because I feel like there's something really amazing coming towards my Scorpios. Whether it's this next chapter, whether it's a particular relationship, it's success, because that work card came out again. Eight of Pentacles, we're going to keep it. Scorpios, so you guys are working hard, hammering out the details. Some of you guys are burying yourselves in work, though, because some of you may have gone through a breakup or a separation. For some of you guys are working on a difficult connection or a project, okay? Some of you are very hardworking. This can also be a card of like going to the gym, going to school, whatever it is. Some of you guys are, building up your body. So whether you're bodybuilders or you're just, you're taking up a new health regimen. I'm seeing here that you're going organic, some of you guys, okay? I don't know, dairy just came through, like somebody with a dairy allergy, or you're cutting dairy out, or I don't know. So we have strong Pisces coming out. So the moon, Scorpio, this is an energy that, is very, it's Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. Mostly as a reader, I read it as Pisces and Cancer. So you definitely are dealing with another water sign, or you have a few water placements. So the moon card is a little bit of the fear of the unknown. And I love how this looks like, a lunar eclipse here, right? It's like the other side of it. But what I'm seeing here is, there's some tough choices to make, but your path is being illuminated. Some of my Scorpios, you guys feel like you've been in a fog, or you've been under the influence, whatever that influence might be, okay? And this may be holding you back. Some of you guys, I'm getting that, there may have been some sort of societal pressures that were holding you back from being and expressing your true creativity. I don't know exactly what that means, but that does mean something for somebody out there. So the Moon card, it could be, you know, divine feminine energy as well. But what you need to release, wow, Scorpio. Yep, some of you guys are holding out for a second chance with somebody. Okay, and it's time for you to release that. This is also resistance to change. And I feel like, Scorpio, you have a lot of ideas, like we saw in that Two of Wands. You're ready to jump through a portal. You're ready to hop timelines to a higher vibrational one. You're ready for a new type of relationship, a new type of person, a new type of existence, for ascension, whatever it might be. But these two really strong major arcana cards here, you have to drop the resistance. You may not be able to see your path forward, but you do have to take those steps. And even if it's just baby steps, remember that when all the lights go out with the Moon, if you give yourself, you know, we can freak out and run around, and most likely we get hurt, or we run into something, or we stub our toe. But if you stop and you allow your eyes to adjust, you're going to be able to move forward, and you're going to sort of maneuver like you've always done before. Okay? And so that's really what I'm getting. I'm also getting that you're very loyal to someone or something, whether that's your career, whether that's your health routine, and it could be a particular relationship. And I feel like some of you guys might be in separation from someone. It may be your divine feminine. If you are divine feminine, then it may be your divine masculine. But I feel like both of you are, there's something that's separating you guys at this point in time. Your paths have diverged, and you're very loyal, and you're holding out for a second. You're holding out for a second chance or a reunion, which is fine to hold space, but I feel like there's something that you need to focus on instead. All right, so let's see how that plays out here. And I think that what you need to focus on is what makes you completely and truly happy. Okay, because if you're trying to manifest a second chance, I feel like there's quite a long road before you guys come back together. Now, I don't know if that's weeks or if that's months, you know, or years, but what I'm seeing is that it's time for you, you know, to continue focusing on your path, on what makes you happy. Okay, High Priestess energy, so strong Pisces and Virgo coming out, and the Two of Cups. Yeah, Scorpio, wow. Some of you guys, interesting. Some of you guys, there is going to be someone coming back to you. This is a huge psychic upgrade. This is something, but what I'm weary of here, Scorpio, is this Eight of Pentacles. I feel like some of you guys are trying to ignore your intuition when it comes to this connection. This absolutely, to me, feels like a soulmate or a twin flame connection. For others, it can be, you know, a family relationship, a business relationship, but it's definitely a relationship. We're seeing everything in twos. These two towers, these two pillars, these two people. This is a connection that can and most likely will be healed, but you need to give it time. Okay, and I do feel like there are these two people that are in separation that need to go their own way. And it's almost like I feel like some of my Scorpios, you may have even started to obsess over reconciliation. Okay, and you know what I'm getting here as well, just be careful if you're watching, you know, like hundreds of tarot readings a week. I've been there. I'm not throwing stones, okay? That, you know, and as a reader, of course, you know, we love having people follow, but I'm seeing that someone's obsessive energy needs to get in check. There's a lot that's happening behind the scenes, and I feel like this time of separation, or this time of confusion or darkness, is really a time for you to, you know, it's like a typical Mercury retrograde type energy, Scorpio, for you to focus on what makes you happy. And I feel a little bit with this Eight of Pentacles energy, there's a risk of some of you guys out there trying to bury yourselves in distractions. This could also be about over-intoxicating yourself, sleeping too much, you know, whatever it might be. There is something here that needs to be dealt with, and I feel like it's you. I feel like this connection will be healed. This is definitely a 5D spiritual connection. Okay, you guys have a telepathic connection. Some of you guys, you've been dreaming about this person, and it may even be driving you crazy, because I do feel like you're trying not to do that, but it's like the more you ignore it, you know, the more it seems to grow bigger. That's what I'm seeing here. Five of Cups, yeah. And so somebody here is absolutely heartbroken. Somebody here is heartbroken, and I feel like it's you, Scorpio, and I feel like you're trying to bury yourselves in work. There is a lot of love here. I mean, we have two, you know, right behind him, we have these 2 of Cups, but there needs to be a shift in your focus. There needs to be a trust here in the universe. You're resisting some sort of change, some sort of transformation. And I feel like there's a lot of love, and you do not want to be separate from this person. You do not want to be away from them. This is your person. It feels like this is your divine feminine or your divine masculine. But there's something bigger going on here. And we get the 6 of Pentacles, yeah. So this is soulmate energy. This is a big gift. The 6 of Pentacles is telling me, some of you guys, you might work with this person. 5 of Pentacles and the 5 of Cups. Yeah. Yeah, look at that. Look at this beautiful energy. Yeah. There's going to be a reconciliation here, Scorpio, but I don't know when. There's this 5 of Cups and this 5 of Pentacles energy that needs to be dealt with. Allow yourself time to mourn the ending of this relationship. It doesn't feel like it's over forever, but there's a reason that you had to go through this, okay? There's a higher spiritual reason that you have to go through this. What you want is coming to you. You are going to be receiving some sort of help here, Scorpio. It could be, you know, it could be financial assistance. It could be friends and family, you know, relying on your inner circle at this time. Some of you guys may even receive assistance if you're battling some sort of addiction, okay? Or, you know, or even it's spiritual assistance is what I'm getting. If you're feeling like, you know, if you're feeling really, really drained, like in the form of a healing or just support, I'm hearing that you have to ask your angels for help. Okay, and guidance at this time if you feel like you need it, because they will answer, but you do have to ask for help. Some of you guys, this 5 of Cups is also your person, is what I'm seeing. Somebody is very withdrawn. I feel like you guys mirror each other, though, in a big way. I mean, with the Moon card, and then we get the black and the white. Many of you guys, you know, I'm seeing 1111 here as well with these towers. Strong, strong Pisces or Cancer energy here. This union, this is a spiritual union. It's not going anywhere. Even if in the 3D, it's not here. It's like you can't see that it's just right behind you, but you do have to shift your focus. And that's what I'm kind of getting. And I hope this is making sense and not getting too confusing. But the 8 of Pentacles is like doing a lot of work. But it's also a lot of busy work. It is looking at the details, okay, as well. But it's almost like there's a need to shift that focus inward, Scorpio, and deal with some of the shadows, okay, that come along with this situation, because that 2 of Cups is there. It's there. It's coming. There's some, you know, there's going to be a wish granted here with the 6 of Pentacles, but there's also this energy of feeling alone and left out in the cold. And I actually feel like both of you are feeling this way. And I feel like once we have these 5s, you know, these 5 of Cups and this 5 of Pentacles addressed, the 9 of Swords, it's like you come out of that nightmare, okay? You come out of the nightmare of being in separation. Things are going to get easier, okay, for you as time passes, as you heal. We also see the Devil because you're resolving karma between you guys. Many of you guys, this is like a twin flame reading, okay? Not like a twin flame. It is a twin flame reading. But for others of you, it could just be, you know, a soulmate connection. It could be a marriage. It could be a work situation. Okay, something like, you know, the 5 of Pentacles is about being out in the cold, but the big question here with this card is, do these people choose to be out in the cold, or were they thrown out? And I feel like this is a choice because there were still some lessons to be learned. Okay, and some of you going through a very dark night of the soul, that's being resolved as you're healing and clearing this karma. It has not been easy. There's been a lot of resistance, but then we get the 10 of Swords in reverse. Healing, releasing the poison, you know, things getting better, and then followed by the Star, total healing, Aquarius energy, and the Page of Cups. Somebody coming in to make you a love offer. For many of you Scorpios, I really do feel like this speaks of reconciliation with your divine counterpart. But there may be a small token or a small gift given to you, by this person somewhere around this lunar eclipse or during this period. It may not be complete reconciliation or exactly what you want. It may be a, hey, how are you? Okay, it may just be a small gift of communication, or I was just thinking about you. I feel like things moving together for you guys is going to take a while, because again, with this moon card, I see that there's a long journey ahead. Okay, that there still are some obstacles between you. There could even be a karmic or a third party situation there. It could just be distance. It could be work. But this is a spiritual connection that, you know, angels sing about. I mean, I know that sounds so cheesy, but that's what I got. Okay, but there's a lot of sorrow here, and I feel like both of you are feeling, you know, left out in the cold, but there's a lesson here that needed to be learned. Okay, and I do feel like for many of you, this is a reconciliation. Now, for those of you where it's not a reconciliation, maybe it has to do with work. Some of you guys, you know, there's something that you've been working towards for a very long time. And it could be, for example, you've been with a certain company, or you know, and I'm getting some of you who might be a little bit older as well. You might be forced into like early retirement or to work part-time, or something along those lines. And I think there's a fear here that you won't have enough. But what I'm seeing here is that you will have enough. You'll be just fine. But you have to trust, because there's a blessing in disguise here. Okay, there's a blessing in this new shift, in this change. It's actually going to up the quality of your life. It's actually going to put you on a new path, because I feel like for some of you guys, you were working, you know, you've been working forever at the same job, or maybe it was 8 hours a day. Maybe you're only asked, your hours got cut or something like that, but it's freeing up this time, okay, that I feel like scares you and it hurts you, and you know, it's disappointing you, but it frees up this time for you to do things that really feed your soul, okay? And with the Six of Pentacles, I also see it being enough. Like, it's not like you're being, you know, left destitute, or yes, it might be, there might need to be a few adjustments made, but you're going to have the resources that you need. And in fact, I see you being a lot happier, okay? So for some of you guys, this is, you know, career and finance. For others of you guys, this is like a twin flame soulmate connection. You need to trust your intuition, Scorpio. All right, let's go ahead and see what else comes through. Deceit. Okay, interesting. Yeah, and that would make sense with the moon card. Some of you guys, you could have been battling like a secret addiction, or keeping something to yourself, you know, going to work or going to the gym and everything looks fine, feels fine, but you've actually been going through, you know, a Five of Cups energy. Okay, I'm not getting that necessarily somebody's lying to you, but there definitely are secrets, okay? And these are two cards of secrecy, okay? So journey. So those of my Scorpios who have been feeling alone and left out in the cold, Five of Pentacles, that journey, that solo journey is coming to an end. Okay, some of you guys, you may have been like self-proclaimed bachelors or bachelorettes, or I just see you with that Eight of Pentacles putting on a real brave face and be like, oh, I'm good, you know, like I don't need a relationship, I don't need this person, you know, whatever. And I don't think you do need them, but I think you know, you may be hiding some deeper feelings. And, you know, Scorpios, we do keep that to ourselves. We are very secretive by nature. Okay, door to personal healing and happiness. So this is what I'm feeling for you guys. We have 2 sevens coming out. We have the moon and the high priestess. I mean, this is an incredibly spiritual journey. Many of you guys, with these 2 sevens, you know, 77 is the master number. It's the path of the mystic, of the yogi. Many of you guys are receiving major psychic upgrades here to your intuition. Okay, and you know, I feel like you're about to cross through this portal. Some of you guys, it might even create a little bit of fear at times, okay, because I feel like you're getting like a super boost, you know, super shot here of, you know, psychic abilities. Okay, so I'm seeing really heavy third eye chakra energy. So some of you might have sort of headaches and that sort of thing. Some of you guys too, like, look at how dark his eyes are. You might not be getting enough sleep. I'm getting, this is weird, some of you guys need more vitamin D, but I'm not a doctor, so please check with your doctor before you do anything. you know, change anything or what you take or anything. But, you know, or maybe you guys, your doctor has said to you, some of you guys suffer from arthritis in your hands as well, is what I'm seeing. So you might have, you know, enlarged knuckles and just sort of pain in your hands, because I see that many of you guys have been doing a certain job for a long time. Okay, and so there is some healing that needs to take place. I think it's hard for you to see, you know, see what's coming towards you, this healing, this peace, this beauty, because I think there's a little bit of a fear, especially where this resonates, well, however this resonates for you. You're having a hard time seeing your way forward because you're in this moon energy, but Spirit's saying, trust that this door to personal healing and happiness is open for you. You're going to be very pleasantly surprised. Okay, and then we see action. So for many of you guys, this is a twin flame or a soulmate connection that we're talking about. But I'm also getting here, you don't have to do anything. Okay, you really don't have to do anything. You don't have to work harder for somebody's love. There's that third eye chakra. This third eye is blocked. Your third eye is blocked, but it's being opening. It's being opened. You're walking through a portal. You're receiving a huge psychic upgrade, Scorpio, and you guys are already extremely psychic and powerful. But you're being told here you don't have to take action. You've already done the work. You just have to open up to receive. And many of you guys, I'm getting that you need to rest more. Okay, that many of you guys, you know, you haven't been sleeping well. You will, okay, because look at how dark his eyes are. You will start to sleep better. Okay, some of you guys, you've been plagued by dreams, like whether you're breaking up with your person or you're being betrayed by your person or whatever it is, you're dreaming about, you know, Five of Pentacles, of not having enough or being left out in the cold. This is being healed, but you're going through, and I want you guys to sort of Google and look up what are the symptoms, what happens when your third eye is opened. Okay, and it's happening on a very, very big level here. Okay, so you're going to be experiencing the effects of that. Okay. Okay, guys, so sorry about that. I took a little pause because I'm a little bit of a nerd and I wanted to make sure that I really get this, that I get you the proper information about the third eye opening. So I'm looking at a website that says spiritualunite.com. It was just one of the first that kind of popped up when I Googled it. But our sense of oneness comes from the activation of the third eye, which encompasses our higher senses. So I feel like many of you guys, that sense of oneness is also what's attracting your counterpart. But this can also just be an internal shift, like understanding that you are, you know, part of a whole, you know, that we are sort of all one. So this chakra, they say, is, you know, and we already know this information, but is associated with expanding perceptions of nature, of the nature of reality. So when it remains closed, we remain closed to the truth of the universe around us. So many of you guys, you're also starting to see beyond the matrix. You're starting to see how everything is connected. And when we open our third eye, we can begin to see what the ego has been hiding from us. Okay. So some of the symptoms of the third eye, opening can be a dull feeling of pressure between both eyebrows, increased intuition, sensing of warning signs for upcoming activities, sensitivity towards lights. Yeah, and look at that. That's what I'm kind of picking up here from this card. Colors appear brighter than ever, tolerance increases, feeling of change, increased head pressure that may lead to headaches, conscious and healthy eating. Yes. Okay. Sensitivity to toxic things. Everything has a new perception. Some of you guys, I'm getting, are starting to be able to read auras as well. Increased synchronicities. So you might be seeing lots of number sequences, which is, you know, common for most of us who are watching readings, because most of you guys are awakening or are already woke, right? Well, I say awakening because it's a continuous process, no matter where you are on your journey. Increased lucid and vivid dreaming. So I do feel like you guys are definitely getting some really heavy dreams, some that you may not even like. Again, if you're with somebody or you're in separation, you know, you might be experiencing betrayal in those dreams is what I was getting. And then you might just be getting an increase in psychic powers. Okay. So I just wanted to make sure that I got you that information because I feel like a lot of you needed to hear it because look, there's no way that we get the third eye chakra coming out after I'm sitting here talking about this major third eye chakra awakening. I don't know, why did I say third eye chakra? I've been saying that. Excuse me. Sixth chakra. Okay, you guys know what I'm talking about. This eclipse energy has me kind of going a little batty. I'm not sure if you guys can hear, there's like a hum in the background. Where I am, the cicadas are out, and it's been this crazy loud hum that, you know, I had to stop doing readings earlier today because it was just like, it was all I could sort of focus on. So I apologize. So third eye, sixth chakra, just a little correction there. All right, so let's go ahead and see what other messages come through. Messages for my dear Scorpios. Wow. This is powerful, you guys. All right, look at what we got. We got Violet Flame and we got Innocence. Okay. So this is the Return of Spirit deck by Cheryl Lee Harnish. They're absolutely amazing. They really pack a punch. So the Violet Flame is, most of us experience a dark or difficult time at some point or another in our lives. And though it may feel like it will never end or never be better, the Violet Flame is here to tell you that it will be, Scorpio. Many of you guys have been going through a dark night of the soul. Many of you guys are going through an awakening. And I say unawakening because it's not your first. Well, for some of you it might be, but the only way to conquer the shadows in our life, okay, what have been holding us back, that Moon card, is to turn off all the lights and face the darkness head on. This is a process of purification. The Violet Flame shines its light, providing you with the way and means to see your way out of the inner darkness. Once the shadows have been conquered, the experience you're having right now, although painful and challenging, is providing you with the means and opportunity to clearly see what is and is not working in your life anymore. Yes. Scorpio, this is probably the most powerful, spiritually powerful reading that I've done, and you guys are the last one. So, in Innocence, too often we carry around the extra baggage of guilt and shame. This card has come to you today because it is time to release these feelings. The universe sees your innocence and is asking that you begin to see it too. Okay, so there's that guilt and shame, Scorpio. It's time to purge. These long-held beliefs are buried within your core and they're interfering with your progression. It's time to release any shame you carry about who you are or guilt over actions you did or did not do. This can come at if it is a time to see the innocence in another person as well. Okay, it's important to delve below the surface of any feelings of anger, hurt, or disappointment. Within your heart, allow yourself to see the innocence in the other person's actions or behaviors. This can bring profound healing and may even help you to see your own innocence. Okay, see your innocence and divine protection. This one simple act will allow the seeds of self-forgiveness and self-love to blossom within. Okay. Wow, Scorpio, I just got chills. This reading is just, the depth to it is a lot more than the other readings. And of course, I'm not surprised. You know, my Scorpios out there, you guys are amazing. Pegasus of the Great Mountain. Yes, look at that. Look at this. You have spiritual ascension written all over this reading. So this is from Alana Fairchild's Pegasus Oracle. Sometimes hard work is necessary for healing. At other times, we simply need to rest and let go, allowing spirit to realign us. You have the free will to hold on to your troubles or to offer them up to a higher power that loves you unconditionally and knows how to resolve any concern. A spiritual gift is being offered to you. Your soul knows how to receive it. Allow yourself to feel worthy of grace, knowing that as you thrive, you increase your capacity to embody light, thus bringing spiritual benefit to all beings. Open your mind to a whole, healthier, happier reality for yourself. An inspired idea or piece of spiritual guidance will lead you from trouble to triumph. Rest and ye shall receive. And yes, and you will receive. You got that Six of Pentacles energy there. Scorpio, this is amazing. Amazing. So remember, some of you guys, you maybe need to unblock the third eye chakra so that you can see clearly and to no longer resist the transformation that's taking place. Some of you guys have been ignoring the fact that, like, for example, you've been dreaming about somebody and they show up. Okay, it's really hard to ignore, but you haven't been talking about it or you didn't want to admit it. Divine Guardian, do not be nervous today or tonight. The path you are on will lead you just right. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's so funny. So just really quick story. When my dog comes in my room where I do readings, he always looks up around in the corners, and I have a dream catcher and he looks at that like, you know, he's seeing all this stuff that's going on, and he's like a little bit nervous at times, you know, and I have to invite him in, and you know, like, you know, all the spirits are my friends, you know. I don't know why I had to share that with you guys, but it's funny. All right, let's go ahead and see Jude's song. Okay, so some of you guys, you could have Jude or Judy or Jody. It could be somebody who's close to you. A reminder for even the most hopeless of lost cases, you can find peace within the strangest of places. Yeah. I'm hearing Rihanna and Calvin Harris, and I'm going to get it wrong. We found love in this place. I can't remember exactly what that's called. There might be a message in that song for some of you. All right, Scorpios, I'm going to leave it here. I just feel wow, like wow, blown away by this reading, by the messages here for you. There's a lot in here. So take what resonates, you guys, leave what doesn't. Sending you lots of love and light. Take care.